right, seeing it's 7:07, open the meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals, October 22nd, 2018. In attendance is Mr. Nezrella, Gerald Joy, and myself, Robert Gaynor. We don't, what do we have, Alana? We don't have any minutes or anything? We're all good?
No, just some mail and...
All right, let's go right down the list. We'll start with correspondence. I have a letter here regarding the property at 5 Jordan Road, dated October 11, 2018, the Zoning Board of Appeals, subject 5 Jordan Road. This office can find no evidence of any permitting for the front deck shown as existing on the plan of land submitted by Webby Engineering for 5 Jordan Road. It was received on October 10th, 2018. Because there is no record in this office and the assessor's database shows a different, smaller landing type front entrance contrary to the approximately 30-foot by 10-foot existing deck on the front of the dwelling, it is the opinion of this office that the shown as property farmer's porch will be an entirely new structure requiring a variance from the front lot line from 50 feet to 10 feet and a variance from lot coverage from 25% to approximately 29%, as these are dimensional and density requirements. The plan of land prepared by Webby Engineering shows the pre-existing non-conforming dwelling to have an existing left side setback of 7.9 feet and a right side setback of 10.6 feet, and the proposed new farmer's porch will not appear to make these side setbacks any more non-conforming as shown. In the opinion of this office, side variances are not required, provided that those side dimensions are maintained and not made more non-conforming. Signed by Mr. Rob Piccarelli, the building inspector / zoning enforcement officer. Okay, letter number 2, dated October 18, 2018, to the Zoning Board of Appeals, from the building inspector regarding the property at 8 10th Avenue Appeal. Based on the information provided and upon a site visit at the property, it is apparent and clear to this office that this proposed renovation will exceed the 50% real market valuation of the existing structure being required under 167(8)B alterations. The opinion of this office is that this appeal will require a special permit for section 167(8)A continuation, 167(8)B alteration, but not 167(8)C extension, as the information provided by the applicant does not indicate any increase in living space, bedroom count, or increase in the height or footprint of the existing structure, which could increase the nonconformity of the land. Robert Piccarelli, Building Inspector, Zoning Enforcement Officer. And I'll save the last correspondence for the hearing regarding Hillside. It's from one of the abutters, so remind me I have to read that into the record, please. Okay, we all good? All right, the 7 o'clock appointment, petition number 880, Courtney Pereira, 624 Plymouth Street, a special permit for pre-existing in-law apartment. 860. Are the Bierces here? Pereira's here? Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Pre-existing, there's an apartment on there now, an in-law apartment? And what's the deal with that? Is it being used now?
Yeah, she was on one side and I live on the other side. My husband and each live on the other side.
My husband and my boys.
Okay, and had you heard from the building inspector regarding this?
What do you mean, like?
Has he given?
It's a pre-existing.
Yeah, because they already have a permit for us
Yeah.
before?
There's an original, well, you're getting a whole new
Oh,
permit
okay.
for you, but the original special permit for that in-law is attached to your paperwork for this. Should be on the right-hand side of your paperwork.
Where's the public hearing? Okay. All right, why don't we, there's a good place to start right there. Okay, let me read this into the record then. The Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Monday, October 22nd, 2018 at 7:05 PM. Okay, that didn't happen. In meeting room number 1 of the Town Hall, 499 Plymouth Street in Halifax, Mass, on the application by Courtney Pereira, Karen Cooper, Richard Cooper, and Wanderson Pereira. For a special permit for a pre-existing in-law apartment located at 624 Plymouth Street, Halifax, Mass. Said property is owned by Karen and Richard Cooper, Courtney and Wanderson Pereira, as shown in Assessors Map 60, Lot 16, Title Reference Book 50015, page 85. The applicant seeks a special permit for their pre-existing in-law apartment for use in accordance with the zoning bylaws of the town of Halifax under sections 167, 7D, 12, area is zoned residential, petition number 880, Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals. Okay, would you, how long has this been in effect now, or how long has the in-law apartment been there?
I think since it was built like that. The actual house was built that way.
Where is this, by the way?
It's on the street, but it's up right before you turn onto Thompson.
It's next to our house.
So looking at your house, it's to the left between
Oh, you
there?
know you guys are neighbors. Hi.
It's our backyard.
It's in your backyard or there? It's on Plymouth Street, so it's
Yeah,
to the
we're
left.
on the side of them, kind of, I guess.
It was built when it was new.
It's what?
When they built it, they built an in-law apartment with
They
it.
built it for that purpose.
What's his name built it?
McCullough.
McCullough.
Oh, so,
Color.
see, I was thinking it was an older one where you said pre-existing, and that's almost a brand, that's a
It's
beautiful
a
home.
brand new, it was built with the
We
in-law
love it.
apartment in it.
It's what?
It was built with the in-law apartment in it.
Joe and Barbara lived on one end and the sisters lived on the other.
They just sold it. not
Wait a
too long
minute,
ago.
is this the one with the elevator in the garage?
Well,
Well, it's all hooked up with the
can
head.
have, there's a spot for it, I guess.
Or a dumb waiter, or it's not really
It
an
could-
elevator?
Yeah, it's not even hooked up, like, yeah.
Okay. Was there Alana, did they receive a form as far as a renewal application form?
It's not renewal, they have to apply for a new special permit, because it's new owners.
Okay. So nothing's changed as far, when did you,
Exactly, the footprint's exactly the way it was on
when did you guys purchase the property?
July 6th, 2018.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah, we're really new bees.
So since you've been there, there's been no changes, alterations, or anything like that having to be done to the square footage, the size,
No.
anything? And this is, are you familiar, did the building inspector explain how the in-law apartment permits work? Immediate family members
Yes.
and all that
Yep.
thing, and everything's
And it
good?
has to have the doors, have to be open
Right.
there or whatever, we can't.
I believe
block it
he
off.
went through quite a process to meet the requirements when he first met here, and as long as nothing's been changed, altered, or whatever.
I'm just stuck with them now. It's a good
No, they're
thing.
stuck with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I watch your kids every day for her. Everybody knows the kids are.
Okay. Anybody, members of the board have any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Yikes. Alana, where it's a new application on this, what did Charlie have to say about the voting members on this? How many do we need? Do we need 4 on this?
You don't have a quorum tonight, eh?
No. But what we can do for us, the special permits, it's normally the practice of the board that we do on-site inspection. And unless there are other members that are familiar with the property and whatnot, that's normally what we do, is go up and just take a look at it. We try to set up a time, that we can all go together to be less of, a pain than we have to be. Usually, we do it the Saturday or the Sunday before our next meeting. When's our next meeting, Alana? The 12th?
November 12th, which is Veterans Day.
It's what?
Veterans Day?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, we had to do that fun stuff. Okay, Well, first of all, voting on this would be Mr. Nezarella, Mr. Joy, myself, Peter Purcell, and Bob. So we'll get together. How's it look for you, or what's the pleasure of the board? Saturday or Sunday? How's that look before the veterans?
What day you guys, when did you want?
When the 12th would be on Monday, Alana?
The 11th, yeah.
12, yeah.
The 12th. So it'd be the 11th or the 10th. What's good for you? A Saturday or Sunday? Saturday.
You're providing coffee.
Saturday good with you?
Fine with me, yeah.
How about Saturday? How's that look? Actually,
I'm not gonna be here.
She's gonna be in Vegas, so she's like, yeah,
oh,
yeah, you are.
excuse me. Yeah.
Come on, everyone come over for coffee. That's, it's 10 for Saturday, okay? Yeah.
Early good for you?
What time do you guys,
What are you liking?
10?
10's good with me. How
That's
about
fine.
10?
10?
Is that all right?
Sounds good.
10 Saturday? All right,
10.
what we'll do is I'll accept a motion to continue the meeting until our November meeting, at which time we would have made the site inspection on Saturday, the 10th, at 10 o'clock. All those in favor? Well, first of all, I need a motion.
I'll make a motion that will extend the meeting until November 12th for petition number 880, a new, pre-existing in-law apartment.
Second.
It's been motioned and second to accept the petition, and we'll do the inspection on Saturday the 10th, at 10 o'clock. All those in favor say aye?
Aye.
Aye. We'll see you then. All right? I'm sorry?
You're all set?
Yes, you are. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Sal, did you wanna, I should have given you up, did you guys wanna say anything or add anything to it? You all good with it?
No, we're fine.
Okay. All right.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That was kind of supportive.
Yes, we did.
Thank you, I realized it was you guys.
I didn't either, I'm like, they look familiar, but I could be anything.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Have a nice
All right,
night.
bye-bye. Bye, Sue.
So make it
Take
bye.
care.
Absolutely. Halloween trick or treat.
All right, it's just the way we're gonna have to do it. With 3 members, that's just the way we have to do it.
We just have to
All right,
table them all till next month.
there you go. All right, let's move on to Brian and Tara Tonello.
Brian's
Hi, how are you? Petition number 881, 425 Elm Street, variance to build the garage. What number is that? 881, here we go. Okay, the Halifax, so everybody here for the town? It's all you need, just you?
Yeah.
You and you?
Me. Wife's only.
And the Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Monday, October 22nd, 2018 at 7:15 PM in meeting room number 1 of the Town Hall, 499 Plymouth Street in Halifax, Mass. On the application by Brian Tonello for a special permit and/or variance to build an attached garage approximately 962 square feet to be located at 425 Elm Street, Halifax, Mass. Said property is owned by Brian and Tara Tonello of 425 Elm Street, Halifax, Mass. As shown on Assessors Map 1, Lot 14, Title Reference Book 43856, page 15. The applicants are seeking a special permit and/or variance to build a garage with a ground floor area of over 884 square feet in accordance with the zoning bylaws. The Town of Halifax under Section 16712F4. Area is zoned residential, petition 881. The application is a letter submitted by the building inspector, dated August 27, 2018. Dear Mr. Tonello, your application for a building permit to build an attached garage in excess of 884 square feet on your property located at 425 Elm Street has been denied by this department for the following reasons. Your project would exceed the ground floor area of 884 square feet, requiring a special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals according to 16712F, Section 4. If you wish to pursue this matter, you may 1. Appeal the building inspector's decision by filing an appeal to the Zoning Board of Appeals within 30 days of that decision. Or 2. Apply for variance into a special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals. Applications are available from the Regulatory Board Secretary or the Town Clerk's Office. Sincerely, Robert Piccarelli, Building Inspector, Zoning Enforcement. officer. And your name, sir? Brian Canella. And would you like to speak to your petition? You want to kind of give us an idea of what you like to do there? Oh, I thought this was it. No? I grabbed the wrong one.
The foundation.
Why are you gonna mix me up like that? First of all, just to start off, where are we on Elm Street?
On the Halifax line. Hudson Street.
Across from Hudson Street?
Yes, you can see in the map here. This is the Hanson Halifax line.
Oh, wow, right through the middle.
Right through the middle of the property. The house misses the corner, I believe that. So, yeah, it's right on, it's either the first house in Halifax or the last house you can, on Elm Street. So the existing house, as you can see here, is in this gray hatch. There's an existing one-car garage there. The plan is to make the existing garage a family room.
Is that a single story?
Yes, right now. And above the garage, we would add addition for a master bedroom.
On top of the
On
existing?
top of the existing garage.
Okay.
What's in question here is the garage out back. I
Yep.
would like to put a 3-car garage out back. You would access that through the existing driveway going on the side of the house and in this way.
Oh, the
garage
doors would be
in.
this way here?
Yes, I have a couple, I don't know if you saw the other plans, but the artist, the architect did some renderings to make it easy for people to see. So this is the proposed addition. This would be the existing garage with the 2-story above. You would come to the right-hand side, the driveway would be down here. That view coming down the side is right here, so the driveway would be right here.
Just the 2 doors?
2 doors, a double door and a single door. And this is the other view from the back side of the house. The garage doors on this back side here.
Oh, that would be
The new, yeah, the new, above the existing garage will be here. So you can kind of see here the
so
concrete pad.
what would this be now?
This is the existing house.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you're kind of going around in a circle here. This side is the opposite of this side. Or this is the garage door side. This is the side you're looking at in this view.
Any questions from members of the board? What's the garage being used for?
We have 3 cars currently.
Okay.
3 cars and then there's a
No
small
commercial
space.
use?
No commercial use.
Do we know type of repairs or outside?
Only hobby stuff like myself, like changing the oil in my car and stuff like that.
Yep.
No room above it or anything like that for,
They're not a full, just a small crawlway for storage type of thing. No, not enough height for a room or anything like that.
okay.
Just an attic
Just
storage?
an attic storage, yeah.
No living space? Any type of running water, bathrooms, anything like that
No.
in the garage area?
No.
What we're concerned with, the board's been concerned with the past is there'd be commercial business in a residential area?
No. No. Nope.
No type of repairs or anything like that?
No.
And the second story going on the pre-existing garage
Correct.
would be the master bedroom?
Yes.
So you're not increasing the footprint of the pre-existing
House.
house now?
Well, by
Other than-
converting the garage and going up.
Well, when I
yes.
say footprint, it's just
Oh yes,
meaning-
footprint. No. The footprint is not increasing. No.
And what do we got for rear setback? 100 and,
Well, their lot line goes back here. Trying to see how far back it goes.
we got 30.4 on the side. So actually, it's further away than the previous.
Yeah, it kind of slants. It's not a square from the back. Is skinnier than the front of the property line. I don't know if I had to guess how far that is.
You don't have the what?
I'm just trying to see how far this to the end here. It's beyond
Well,
the.
that's at least 130.
Oh yeah, there's
right there.
497
Oh, there we go.
feet. That's the entire lot line. So
Right.
you can take a scale there, but it's beyond the setback needed.
Okay. Any questions or comments from any members of the audience? Okay, I didn't know if you were here for this or whatever. What do you think? So you got anything on? No separate utilities or anything like that? Everything's being powered off of one
Through the house,
meter?
yep, yep, through the house.
No separate gas lines going in or anything like that?
Nope.
I don't know what's down
It's
there.
gonna be unfinished.
Are you gonna use it for parking your cars and?
Yes, yep.
It's a big garage.
It's over by what?
What's that?
It's a little over.
It's approximately 950 square feet.
Is that what it was? Yeah, it said
Yeah.
a little over 884. Oh, what it was that, the 884, is that what the building inspector said it?
That's the town's, that's the zoning law. Is
It's 884, that's what he,
884, yeah.
so that being over. What do we have for butters? How close are they?
This house is over here somewhere. I don't know if it can be seen here.
Have you spoken to any of the abutters about that?
I've not spoken to the person on the Hanson side. He seems awfully fine with it right now.
Who's that?
Sean Sullivan is his name.
Oh. Heating system, does it have a separate heating system to it, or?
It's not going to be heated at this point, no. No.
That makes it easy. Well, okay, any other questions you all said, Jerry? with
No, I
that?
think that's,
All right, as I said, the other voting members that aren't present today, what we do is we'll schedule an on-site inspection. We'll come out, we would like to come out on the Saturday before our next meeting. Did you hear all that before?
Yeah.
On the 10th. We'll probably see them at 10 o'clock, probably be 11:15 at the latest. Would that be okay with you? Would you, and somebody be available, just?
I can have somebody. I'm not going to be around that weekend as well. I'm on vacation, but I can have my mother or somebody else who doesn't live there, like just
That's
walk
fine.
around if I.
Actually, the only thing we would really ask to do is if you could stake out the proposed, just on the
Sure.
corners.
Exactly.
You know, so even if, actually, nobody even had to be there, we could just go in on our own, just pull
Sure.
in the driveway if that's all right. We're
Sure,
not
no, that's fine.
gonna get attacked by a dog or anything.
No, no, no. Currently, actually, it is already staked out, and the property line is still staked out from when this plot plan was done recently.
Oh, that'd be great.
So yeah.
All right.
that helps a lot when it's staked out, because
Right.
it's easy to see what
Yeah.
the whole thing is.
Yeah, it's really get a better picture of
Yeah.
it. So we'll be out that Saturday, the 10th,
Okay, it's on.
probably 11:15, somewhere
Okay.
around there.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
okay with
I'll
you?
let my neighbor know so somebody's snooping around.
Yeah.
Who it is.
So we don't get shot.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll take a motion from the board to accept the petition as presented and to schedule the on-site for Saturday, November 10th at approximately 10:45.
I'll make a motion to accept the petition number 881. Listed on Saturday, November 10th, at 11 o'clock.
Would you like these letters? Just go. I didn't have them before in the packet, but.
Yeah, yes, if they were in for the file, yes, if you could leave them, that'd be great. All right, thank you, Mr. Tennell, we'll see you then. Oh, so I have a motion
Second.
and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously.
This isn't to accept it, correct? It's just to schedule the on-site and continue the meeting.
Correct.
Yes,
Just wanted
didn't I
to
say
check.
that? Yeah, continue the meeting. Thanks,
Yeah.
Alana, good for the backup, thank you. Thanks a lot. See, that's why we pay her the big money. We want a raise. All right, let's, where are we? Here we are, number 3. Petition number 882, TD Design and Development Corporation / Antonio Da Silva, 32 Hillside Ave, special permit to construct a Keystone retaining wall. Hi, we all here? How we doing? Let me just read this into the minutes and we'll start your hearing here. The Halifax Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing on Monday, October 22nd, 2018 at 7:30 PM in meeting room number 1 of the Town Hall, 499 Plymouth Street, Halifax, Mass. On the application by TD Design and Development Corporation, Antonio Da Silva, for a special permit and variance to build a retaining wall structure to be located at 32 Hillside Ave, Halifax, Mass. Said property is owned by Adrian McDougal
Yes.
of 32 Hillside Ave, Halifax, Mass. Is shown on Assessors Map number 51, Lot 51, title reference, book number 46191, page 262. The applicant is seeking a special permit to build a retaining wall structure which would constitute a continuation of a non-conforming use and an extension of a non-conforming use with a variance of the front setback from Hillside Ave from 50 feet to 0 feet and both side setbacks from 30 feet to 0 feet in accordance with the zoning bylaws of the town of Halifax under sections 167(8)A and C and 167(11). Table of dimensional and density regulations. Area is zoned residential, petition number 882. Okay, let me read in Mr. Piccarelli's, the building inspector, zoning enforcement agent. August 30th, 2018, Adrian McDougal, 32 Hillside Ave. Dear Ms. McDougal, your application for a building permit to build a retaining wall structure on your property, 32 Hillside Road, Halifax, Mass. Has been denied by this department for the following reasons. Your project would constitute a continuation of a non-conforming use, section 167(8)A, and an extension of a non-conforming use, section 167(8)C, requiring a special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals, requiring a variance of the front setback from Hillside Ave from 50 feet to 0 feet, and both side setbacks from 30 feet to 0 feet. If you wish to pursue this matter, you may appeal the building inspector's decision by filing an appeal with the Zoning Board of Appeals within 30 days of that decision, or 2, apply for a variance and/or a special permit from the Zoning Board of Appeals. Applications are available from the Regulatory Board Secretary or the Town Clerk's Office. Sincerely, Robert Piccarelli, Zoning Enforcement Officer. Okay. All right, hi, how we doing?
Good.
This would be Ms. McDougal.
Yes.
All right, you want to kind of, or do you have a contractor with you that is going to explain what we're doing, either or?
Hi, my name is Antonio Silva from TD Design Development Corp. out of
Hi.
Bedford. What happens is, the existing retaining wall that was there is a 3-tier system. And what happens is there are certain levels. Now, the first tier was already in town property. So another contractor was there about to build a retaining wall, same location as to the first wall that was there. However, the building department has advised us that we were in town property. So what we're asking here is that we want to build a retaining wall. Basically, we're beyond the property line originally and we're trying to push it back to zero barrier, which is the 0 point of the property line. We're trying to build at least, in one portion, it's about 4 feet to 3'6" to 3 feet, and then it kind of like tapers off. So right
Around the
now-
front or the back?
the front of the house. We have 2 sections that need to basically hold back earth. Because of the height of the stairs, the front door, the earth is kind of quite high, so we have to build a retaining wall. Instead of having like a giant slope in the front, we want to build back the retaining wall in this basically almost the same, except a 3-tier into a 1-tier or a 2-tier. Okay, out of keystone block. So basically it's a decorative block, kind of blends in better than a concrete wall, you know, so, what we're requesting here is because of the 50 feet setback, we really need 0 just for that one wall.
Okay, what happens to the existing wall once you
The
get the new ones
existing
up?
wall was already deteriorating, so it was all falling apart, the earth was already moved. Actually, it's physically pushing outward into
Hillside?
the hillside.
Okay, where are we on Hillside?
It's the first house down from 12th Ave. So if you were on 12th Ave and you took a right, and their house is the first one down.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Far end. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's my neighbor Donna.
So what happens here is that this wall here is at 0 from their property, but it's holding back earth. Okay, so it goes from like,
This is the existing.
no, the existing was right about here.
Yikes.
Okay, and that's where I don't know if they took out the forms or not, but there are
Forms are
forms.
still there.
So the forms are still there. They're gonna build it exactly in the same location as the original retaining wall.
Right, there's a retaining wall that comes down from about right here. This is her property. Comes right down here, and it used to go in to my driveway, and then on this side came out all the way into, and then in here. And this is they have like a driveway and another retaining wall right there.
Right.
So, and he wasn't able to make it today, but they did send in an email. Oh, not they sent it to you.
Yep, he has it, for that email, you wanted to read it to record?
So what we're doing is we're in the original location of the first wall. We're physically moving it back to where the true property line is. And this wall here is gonna be built out of keystone block, and so is this wall right here.
So who maintains and owns the existing retaining wall?
The they
We
were,
maintain, yeah, I mean, my dad bought that house in 1983, and I bought it from, my husband and I bought it from him 3 years ago.
Built in the 50s.
My
Yeah.
grandmother had
Yeah,
my house.
This
and
part
it's
of the wall
been there
is-
since I was a little kid.
yeah. So her part of the wall too, which it was built by the same mason, it was all one thing, so, yeah. So, it's been there since the houses were put up in the 40s, 40s, I don't know how old they are.
How big is the lot? 13,000 square feet? So how much frontage do you have right across the whole front? 27?
That's 39, and this is, oh, he didn't measure that out, but, what?
it would be approximately 35, about 40 feet.
Now, is this yours also?
Yes, yeah, this is the whole
Yeah,
weird
so-
lot, this is Lincoln Street, so.
And it goes all the way out to Lincoln Street.
Yeah, it's like the weirdest lot in the neighborhood.
It is.
It is weird.
Fair to say.
Yeah,
Three-quarters lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, well, there used to be a lot of little fishing cottages.
This is all part of the Bonnie Estates, I think is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so this was originally a cottage about this big. And back in the 70s, I think the previous owners put a big addition on the back.
And what's this here?
This is a garage, and this is a temporary garage we have a temporary, it's a, whatever, you got like a
It's all
temporary.
permanent.
Yeah, it's all permitted.
It's just an overhang?
No, it's
Like a metal
Quonset
Quonset hut.
Oh, I see. All right. That's interesting. Any questions?
I think it's better than what it was.
Did that guy leave his folder? Brian?
Oh, boy.
That's
Leave
his
that.
folder.
Yeah, I think it is.
That with you guys.
Thank you.
You might need that. So yeah, Tony's kind of been our lifesaver because we ended up with a bad contractor and they just pulled down the wall without even
They did. Our
seeing if they need a permit.
All right,
We
what,
had we had to put this, bricks in those big, I don't know what they're called, those concrete.
What's the little?
Thank you,
Cinder
cement
block.
blocks to hold our fence up because the guy just took right up to our property line and then.
oh,
every
you're
time
next
it-
door right here?
Yes, I'm on
Yeah.
12th Ave, which abuts their house, and our fence is there. And our retaining wall on the front corner went up into their driveway. Well, the contractor dug it right to our fence, so we've had
Yeah.
to put all these cement block things there to hold our fence up. Because every time it rains, the dirt just washes down, so we're waiting for our fence to fall down. So we're hoping to approve this so my fence doesn't fall
So
down.
what do we have for height on this portion of the retaining wall?
It's about this high, I would say about 2'6".
No, come on, we gotta know.
It's about 2'6".
She's got it, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just looking for a picture.
Yeah, because what happens is
Oh.
the height of the wall is around 2'6", but it kind of like tapers up. So
Yeah.
you got your fence
Like wedge
post
shape.
like right about here, so
Right-
it's about
right here.
another foot above. So what happens is the land kind of tapers. So from, for example, like this would be like 2'6", leading 2'6", and then going down to 0. Because the land kind of tapers down.
This is the other side. This is the house side. I don't have a picture of the other side, but that was like, I don't know if you can see. Oh, hold on. Let me turn. Oh, turn the brightness up and you'll be able to see it.
Quick.
So that's the original wall, and it kind of looked the same on the other side where it blended in, but it blended
It's
in.
not that high.
Yeah.
I didn't think to take a picture of that.
And there's another. You want to see the other one? That's the front. That was what the front was.
Oh, yeah.
And this was beyond the property line?
Yes.
On,
We didn't know that.
no, how would you?
Yeah.
That's actually on hillside.
And our fence is a foot back from our property line, but that much dirt has gone down that we're afraid our fence is gonna wipe out.
Oh, the fence that she's talking about is over here.
Yeah, you can't
Yes.
clearly
Yeah.
see it.
I'm sorry, I didn't think to take a picture of it to bring either.
I thought I had a picture of that side. That would have been before you put up the new fence.
I come home from Florida, just before they were gonna pour.
We're just
And
thankful.
whoa. I went down, talked to the building inspector.
Just before,
The,
oh, the other
that
contractor was gonna,
was about to pour
Yeah,
the,
he
yeah.
should lose his license, but that's another thing. But, yeah, I went down to.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't catch your name. Could you, for the
That's
record,
my
what is your name, please?
I'm George Paulin,
Okay.
my daughter.
Mhm.
They let me live there. Used to be mine.
You're good
now
like
it's
that.
Yeah, but anyway, I went down, talked to the inspector, and he come down, shut the job down. I told the contractor, I says, the inspector's coming down, hang out for a little bit. Boom, he's gone. So.
And you haven't
they
seen
got
him
these
since?
they
Oh,
have
no,
these
he's in
forms up.
contact.
I'm in contact with them.
They have these forms in, and the highest part's like 4 feet, like he said.
The form was, but the wall itself wasn't,
No,
It was sunk
what
a
they
little
were
bit
gonna
in,
do,
oh,
with absolutely no rebar, no reinforcement. They said, you can't do
No
that.
footing. And this, see how this goes, so this driveway goes up at slight angle,
Randy's
and
gonna hit.
the forms went,
here,
were like, like uphill. I don't know,
Yes.
it didn't, it was like tilting the wrong way.
and how high is this now?
It's 4 feet.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, that's at the 4 foot mark.
yeah, that's the highest.
That's the
Yeah.
highest point?
Yeah,
As furthest away from the street, closest to the house would be the highest point?
Closest.
Yeah.
Or it's all gonna be a
Closest to
solid
the
4
street.
feet?
yeah, right at this point is at 4 feet.
Yep.
Kind of like stays level, but
Yeah.
because of the land contour, kind of like travels up from the street up. But over here, then it starts tapering down because the contour of the street kind of like goes up a little bit. So it goes like almost like. I
Okay,
wouldn't
now,
say
once
about
this is
3
all
feet.
poured and whatnot, what's
We're
gonna
not-
be
We're
included
not pouring it.
or built, then what's gonna be backfilled? How much between the retaining wall and the house is gonna be backfilled? or
Yeah, it's gonna be backfilled with the original dirt that's there. We're probably gonna take.
No more
away
additional?
dirt. We're
Like,
gonna
I
take
mean,
away
less-
dirt.
I mean,
Yeah,
cause you've got
Yeah.
like 3 feet of soil right there.
What I'm trying to do is, because I've been with other projects and I've been out of town too, I want to suggest also to the homeowners to do a 2-tier, which makes it a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more pleasing to the eye instead of seeing a 4-foot wall. Actually, be doing a 2-tier like similar to this.
oh, I see.
So this way, this will be at 0.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot lower.
Yeah,
Then kind of like go about 1.5 feet, then bring up another wall. Then it.
and what's the
kinda-
highest point then of this wall, would be how high?
That wall would be around 2 feet.
And this over here would be 4?
Yes, because I have to keep that, what happens is the 2-tier kind of has to blend in into a 4.
All right, what do you have there now? What's
Right
there
now
right
it's-
now as we speak? Do you have
They
it
want the
staked off or
forms
anything?
Forms,
The old form?
pile of dirt,
No,
the forms that they were
empty
gonna pour
concrete
concrete
forms.
to do the new retaining wall.
So basically,
The
the
existing retaining wall is gone. You
The-
just got-
yeah, what happens is they took an excavator, they kind of ripped everything out, put it in a big pile of dirt, and what happens is they took that one section to pour in a new foundation on a retaining wall at this line here. But that's incorrect because you're on Halifax property now. We want to push it back. So that whole entire wall is going to get, the forms,
Yeah.
the concrete forms are going to be removed and set back, and the new wall is going to be put in place.
Yeah, so there won't be any cement on this wall per se.
No, no, we can't. If I do cement, then I gotta pour a footing, go 4 foot.
We knew you'd come.
If we do a poured concrete, we would have to put a footing, go 4 feet into the ground, you know, then I gotta do some stabilization within the dirt.
How is this gonna be anchored, this wall?
It's actually, the engineers actually, second page of that small plan shows how it's anchored. So what happens is it's almost like a wrap that goes inside the dirt, so you're doing it in layers. So what happens is the earth and the stone wall kind of tapers a little bit, so this way it holds back that earth.
But are the blocks themselves anchored in?
No, it's sitting on gravel. What happens is they suggest to at least go 1 foot into the ground, a nice pad compacted with gravel, so this way there'll be filtration.
Is that the game plan?
Yeah.
Which beats
So
the
I'm
heck out
following,
of concrete sitting on top of the wall.
manufacturer's
Yeah.
guidelines, you know, for that wall.
Are these the manufacturer's guidelines?
Yes. And we're using well, what I suggested was to use this type of stone. The customer just has to pick the color. And this is made
Okay, what
in-
color are we going with?
Gray, gray's good.
Gray would probably blend in really nice. There's a stone wall across the street similar to it. It's a brownish color, so.
Yes.
Have you talked to any of the butters other than,
That's John Rain's Hots.
have you spoken with any of the other
So-
butters?
Yeah, that's a short.
Her and her husband, and then the email that was sent in is the guy on
Oh,
the
yeah.
other side.
That's the other one you were supposed to remind me of. So
I
bad.
haven't heard anything. I just don't know what else, but
Uh,
I think they're all
Mr.
rooting for me.
Mr.
They don't
Beers?
wanna look at that anymore.
Is it Mr. Beers?
Mr. Beers, yes.
Okay, there's a letter submitted to the zoning board of appeals dated Monday, October 22nd. Regarding the retaining wall project. Hello, my name is Ray Beers. I live at 30 Hillside Ave, right next door to Adrian. I noticed on the plan my address is 121 Lincoln Street, that, however, incorrect. I am sending this email in hopes that Adrian's project can get completed as soon as possible. I have been waiting 1 year for it to be done because I have made preparations to pave my parking spaces in front of my house. I can't do it properly until her project is completed. I had planned to attend this meeting in person, however, my job prevented me from being there tonight. Please call if you have any questions. Thank you, Ray B.S., 30 Hillside Ave, Halifax, Mass. Now, where is he?
He's,
Right here.
yeah, right here. So his parking is right up against the wall, and he has a wood retaining wall that goes up to his house there, and he's got, a couple parking.
So this wouldn't affect his frontage in any, actually, it'd be
It's
just,
gonna be less, yeah, because the original wall was like a few, and I don't know, a foot or 6
Yeah,
inches
wherever
over
that
the
dashed
property.
line is,
yeah.
that's where the original wall was.
So the original wall is actually on his property?
He said he doesn't even care if it went back there, where
Yeah.
it was. He said as long as it's,
All right.
as long as
Any other questions from a
Parking,
member of the
he's
board? No? Anything else?
Just, there's no cement going in there.
Right. Sure. Don't yet, but no. Okay, what's the pleasure of the board?
I don't think you have to make an on-site inspection for it. Just a retaining wall.
I personally would actually like to, I'd like to see it, to be honest with you. You know, see, not to hold you up any further than what it is, but,
grab this freezing thing. That's my only concern is like,
People come from all around to see this mess.
Yeah.
You laugh, but I'm not
wait a
joking.
minute. I may have a video. Hold on. Let me-
Yes, there is a
I
video.
don't know, what do you think?
I sent you a
wanna
video.
Take a look at
You
it?
know what? Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I
let's
agree.
see.
know.
Let me see if
Like I
it's
said, they're just gonna
like
stand
stored in
outside
here.
right now.
I don't wanna lose my fence.
Okay, well,
Oh, here we go. Oh, wait.
Brand new
we can make
My brand
a,
new fence, I don't wanna lose it.
Let's see.
I think we're good.
You-
Yeah, we're gonna be good.
okay.
We're gonna have to come out and take a look at it. Well, I don't know, Jerry, you wanna take a look at it? I'd like to take a look at it, to
I
be
can
honest
show
with
you
you.
what it looks like right now.
The other, two other members who aren't here have to
I can.
be
well,
voting
actually,
on it also.
This doesn't have the, this is the wrong one.
It is the normal practice of the board that we do site inspections. It's,
On your camera.
and, so what we'll do is, how about Saturday prior to the meeting? Our next meeting, is the 12th, so we'll come out on the 10th. We have another one at 11, so it'll probably be before lunchtime somewhere. We'll, come out and take a look at it, and then, we'll vote on it at our next meeting,
When's the next meeting?
12th.
the 12th.
I can.
Meanwhile, I've got water coming into my house because of this, because of the way they pulled
Yeah.
that,
They-
it's just, the
they
sooner
made
the
that
better.
big
I mean,
banking in the
this
front
is,
yard and the back side of it's sloping against the house,
Mm-hmm.
so water comes off the eaves and now it's trickling into the cellar. So they gotta get it done
Yeah,
soon.
video.
we'll
Should.
be able to vote on it at definitely at our next meeting.
I'm
So I'll
looking-
take, I'll accept a motion to visit the on-site on, November 10th, probably between 11:30 and 12 on that petition.
I'll make a motion, petition number 882, for site visit on November 10th, approximately 12 PM.
And I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
One more thing about the site, they brought in a new gas line. And this ditch they dug for the forms is right on the edge of where the damn gas line is. It's like, and you back up out of the driveway, you gotta be careful you don't break that.
Yeah, it's a
Don't
dangerous
break the
situation,
edges.
like,
Like
we
you
can't,
got new
we're gonna
pavement.
have to block the whole house off on Halloween so nobody has an accident or anything, it's not good. Another month.
Yeah, it's-
Okay.
That's right.
It's been made a motion second, we'll do the on-site on that Saturday, and we'll vote on it at our November 12th meeting.
I can be available too for that meeting on site if these guys have any questions too.
Okay,
Thank you.
that'd be great.
Self-available.
Thank you very much.
More
Thank you.
traffic,
Thank you.
but no problem, thank you.
Alright, thanks guys.
Bye-bye.
She has a question?
Sure.
Sorry, do we have to come to that meeting on the 12th, or do you notify her?
No, the motion was made for the on-site and to continue the meeting
Until the 12th.
until the 12th and when we
You're
vote
the
on
only
it,
one
so
that
we're all
Just
set.
me?
Okay, just you, okay,
Yeah.
so I just wanna make, if
No,
I
that's-
had to be here, I wanted to make
Yeah,
sure
you-
I had
no,
time
we-
from work.
Thanks.
Alright,
Thank you very much.
I know, have a
Have
good
a good
evening.
night.
You too.
Okay, Alana, what else do we have?
The last thing is,
Oh, what do we have?
so the 60-day extension for petition 877-395 Plymouth Street, that expired on the 12th of October. Attorney Alfieri,
Oh, that's for the,
wrote a 60-day extension.
He did what?
Remember Attorney
Yeah, he
Alfieri
signed the
did
extension.
a 60-day extension, and it expired on October 12th.
So they never came back and,
So I emailed him twice and no response.
How about the petitioner? Because remember there was a kind of a question there?
Right, you mean with the FAMs?
Yes.
Haven't heard from any of them. So I just wanted to let you guys know, and I can see if Rob can get involved again. Or if you had any,
maybe we should contact his lawyer,
Contact what?
the lawyer?
I
That's
think
what
that's
she
what
did.
she said, yeah.
couple times, no response yet.
Have you called him?
No, I haven't.
Why don't we try that? If not, because
Tomorrow. Yeah,
we have to take care of that.
yep,
All right? If you could give him a call.
absolutely.
And if not, please contact the FAMs and find out what they want to do. I know that's going to be a struggle, but we'll do what we can.
Okay, yes.
I'd appreciate that. How about the letter regarding Amanda Estates and the letter from the, in compliance with our open meeting laws.
Oh, that is going to be, I'm going to be working on that tomorrow.
Okay,
with
if you
Charles.
could email me or send me a text or something regarding that, because we're on a deadline for that also. I believe it's Monday, correct?
Yes.
So I'd like to see, or at least hear the draft, and we'll take it from there.
Sounds good.
Okay, is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I'll accept the motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn from Mr. Nezreller, and the second from Mr. Joy. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you, folks.